Hey, so I was camping out in Psalm 1 this week, not literally of course, but kind of pitched the tents of my heart in the trees by the stream of fresh water. Love the words of this psalm. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He's like a tree planted by streams of water. Great principles in this psalm. Blessed is the man who walks not. You know, there's tremendous blessing in avoiding the things that can be bad influences, right? We got rid of cable TV a while back, and I was noticing that I was reading a lot more. And even last week, I was reading the words of a speaker who noted that Iowa is known for two big things: caucuses and that movie Field of Dreams. Caucuses. Well, I went to my first caucus this year. It was amazing and very interesting. I'm glad I went. Usually I try to avoid politics at all costs. It's not my passion area. And I'm not missing the TV and the political ads that must be happening right now. That can be a bad influence. But Field of Dreams, wow. And a word that sparks that for me is verse 2 in this great psalm, Psalm 1. But his delight is in the law of the Lord. Wow, what's it like to delight in the Bible? I've been thinking about that word a lot lately, and I looked up some synonyms for the word delight. Here's a few. Enjoyment, pleasure. Can there be enjoyment and pleasure in the Bible? Happiness, blessing, joy, glee, amusement. Well, now that's an interesting word, amusement. Can there be amusement in the Bible? Well, I'm sure there's amusing moments for me when I'm trying to walk out some principle in Scripture that I'm trying to obey, and I slip up and fall down in some funny kind of a way. Or when I'm reading a psalm and break out in a worship song and skip around the kitchen a little bit and do a little dancing and wonder if anybody's watching. That can be an amusing moment for me. Surely there are amusing stories in Scripture, like what about Noah on the ark with all those animals? There had to be some amusing moments. Or what about Eutychus in Acts chapter 20, where he's sitting in the windowsill and Paul is teaching, and Eutychus falls asleep and falls out the window and dies. Well, now that probably wouldn't be an amusing story if it didn't have a delightful ending. He was raised from the dead. But what about Eutychus telling that story later? Yep, that sermon was so long I was sitting in the windowsill and fell out the window and down I went and died. Won't do that again. You know, I never find the Bible to be boring. I never fall asleep, well, hardly ever, while I'm reading it, although it does help me to sleep well. The Bible actually helps me feel alive and capture new dreams. I've found that avoiding bad influences and soaking myself in the Scriptures is a source of great delight and helps me to feel like a tree planted by streams of water. Never alone, always refreshed. So I hope the Bible is a source of delight for you. I hope that as you read it, you're even finding joy and adventure and excitement and even amusement. I hope that your love for the Bible is contagious. And I hope that as you read and ponder and pray, that delights are coming on. And you're finding whole new places of fields of dreams as you catch God's heart for you. Because God has plans and a hope and a future. So be encouraged.